Hi everyone, I'm back today, and today I'm going to be talking about an important American symbol. Can you guess what that might be? If you said the American flag, you're right. The flag of the United States of America, our country, is different than any other flag in the world. Every country has its own very unique and different flag. Our flag is made up of 3 colors. The colors are red, white, and blue. Red is the color. It stands for valor. White stands for liberty. And the blue on the American flag stands for justice or loyalty. If you take a good look at our flag, you will see that we have many stars inside the square. There are 50 stars inside that blue square, 1 star for each state in the United States of America. There are also 13 stripes, red and white together. 1 stripe for each of the first original colonies that made up the first American flag. Today I'm going to read you a wonderful story about the flag, and it's called the Pledge of Allegiance. And when we stand and look at our flag and think about our flag and the importance of it and how it is a symbol of the country that we live in, we might say some of these words that are in this book. The title is called The Pledge of Allegiance. And I want you to listen very carefully. Listen to the words. Let me know if you've heard them before. Look at the illustrations. Check out the colors. Okay, let's take a look. The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have you heard that before? Here's a wonderful picture of our flag. Yes, you've probably heard that at school, perhaps at a baseball game, basketball game, hockey game. There are many American symbols in our country, but the flag of the United States really tells us about our country and how proud we are to be Americans and to live in the United States of America. Today we're going to make a flag. Do you know what 3 colors we're going to use? If you said red, white, and blue, you're right. All you need for this is a piece of paper, okay? White paper. It doesn't have to be this big, it can be much smaller. I chose a big piece of paper so you could see. And you could use crayons or markers or colored pencils for this project. I chose to use some paint I had blue paint and red paint at home, so I'm going to be using that for you. Okay, so, and you need a paintbrush if you're going to be painting, but you can use your crayons to do this. If I had a blue crayon or blue marker, I would make part of a square in the top left-hand corner of my white paper. And it doesn't have to be a perfect square. You just do your best in making that square. Mine is not perfect, and that's okay. And like I said, you don't have to do this with paint. You can do this with markers, crayons, colored pencils, anything you have at home, okay? So here's my blue square, and we're gonna let that dry. That's where my 50 stars are going to go when it's dry. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my red paint and I'm going to take my fork. We're going to do some fork painting today. This is a plastic fork for eating out. And I'm going to make my stripes on my flag using my fork. I'm going to take my fork, the back of it. I'm going to dip it in some red paint. And starting at the bottom, I'm just going to make a row of fork prints even as I can across the bottom. This is your flag that you're making for you or to give as a gift perhaps for the upcoming Memorial Day holiday or perhaps for 4th of July that's coming up. Okay, there's one stripe. That's red, yep. I already have one stripe that's white here and another one that's white. So remember, how many stripes did we say we have on our flag? 13, yes, good answer. Wow, you were listening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 7 red stripes. And in between will be my 6 white stripes for my flag. And then when I count them all, I should have 13. Let's see what we have so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, we're halfway there almost. And if you run out of some red paint on your fork, just go dip your fork back in, okay? This part takes a little while, but oh, it's so much fun. And can you tell it's starting to look like a flag? Sydney, can you tell it's starting to look like a flag already?
Yes.
Yes, it looks fabulous. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to make one more row. Let's see what we have. Let's count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that means I need to make one more right up top. This is going to be my last row, and I will have 13 stripes, one for each of the original colonies on the very first American flag. And then when this blue paint dries, it's not dry yet. If I don't have stickers at home that are in the shapes of stars, what I can do is if I had some white paint, I can go make some little snowflakes out of that. Or if you have a black marker, this is a little wet, but in my class, I always teach my kids how to make little snowflakes. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but it'll look something like this. Can you see that there? On there? Okay. And I'm going to make 50 of those. They have to be small and you have to count carefully. You can use white paint, you can use white chalk, you can even use a white crayon. If you have silver, a silver crayon, that would be great too. I'm gonna go in and fill those in. And if you don't have stars, and if you can't make those little snowflakes, then you can just use the tip of your finger. Dip it in a little bit of white paint, and you can put 50 little fingerprints for those 50 little stars. I hope you enjoyed our flag project for today. I'm gonna wait for it to dry and then hang it up and get ready for the holiday, Memorial Day, that's coming up this weekend. And while you're here, I'm gonna post a link for an activity you can do at home and a story about the flag beside this one. But thank you for spending time with me. And I always want you to remember, no matter what we're learning about, famous American symbols, animals, places that we could be going, just remember, reading is an adventure. So just keep reading. Bye.